I think the president was given a recommendation by the Deputy Attorney General, who the FBI director reports to.
I would point them to the 3 letters that were received today, Anderson, the letter by President Donald Trump, the letter by Attorney General Sessions, and really the underlying report by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein.
To accept the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General, by accepting the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General to remove Director Comey as the head of the FBI because of the actions that the Deputy Attorney General outlined to the president. The president made the right decision at the right time.
Monday, you met with the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein.
Right.
Did you ask for a recommendation?
What I did is I was going to fire Comey. My decision. It was not...
You had made the decision before they came in the room.
I was going to fire Comey. He made a recommendation, but regardless of recommendation, I was going to fire Comey, knowing there was no good time to do it. And in fact, when I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story. It's an excuse by the Democrats for having lost an election that they should have won. This was an excuse for having lost an election.
Are you angry with Mr. Comey because of his Russia investigation?
I just want somebody that's competent. I am a big fan of the FBI.
Again, the quote from the president is this, quote, "In fact, when I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story."
When you're under investigation, you're giving all sorts of documents and everything. I knew I wasn't under. And I heard it was stated at the committee, at some committee level, that I wasn't. Number one.
So that didn't come directly
Then
from
during
him.
a phone call, he said it, and then during another phone call, he said it. So he said it once at dinner, and then he said it twice during phone calls.
Did you call him?
In one case, I called him. In one case, he called me.
And did you ask, am I under investigation?
I actually asked him, yes. I said, if it's possible, would you let me know, am I under investigation? He said, you are not under investigation.
Tonight, there's a New York Times story giving us a look at Comey's side of these conversations between him and the president. The headline, "In a private dinner, Trump demanded loyalty. Comey demurred." More on that in just a moment. And there's something else here. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, filling in for Sean Spicer, has gone to great lengths to say James Comey had lost the support of the people within the FBI.
Most importantly, the rank and file of the FBI had lost confidence in their director.
And I think it really came down, the bottom line was he'd lost the respect, not only of the rank and file within the FBI, Democrats and Republicans alike.
I've heard from countless members of the FBI that are grateful and thankful for the president's decision.
The problem with that is the new interim director of the FBI, a 21-year veteran, appeared before Congress today and was asked about the rank and file at the FBI.
Is it accurate that the rank and file no longer supported Director Comey?
No. No, sir, that is not accurate. I can tell you also that Director Comey enjoyed broad support within the FBI, and still does to this day. I can confidently tell you that the vast majority of FBI employees enjoyed a deep and positive connection to Director Comey.
There is a Politico piece tonight, just before we came out here, that says President Trump spent many of the first 48 hours after he fired his FBI director grumbling to friends and associates about his lousy media coverage and about the shortcomings of his senior aides. Then, after he went on television himself to give his own contradictory version of events, he made it even worse. This tonight reads like the press shop counter-leaking about their boss. This is New York Times tonight. This is about the dinner. As they ate, the president and Mr. Comey made small talk about the election and the crowd sizes at Mr. Trump's rallies. President then turned the conversation to whether Mr. Comey would pledge his loyalty to him. Mr. Comey declined to make that pledge. By Mr. Comey's account, his answer to Mr. Trump's initial question apparently didn't satisfy the president. Mr. Trump pressed him on whether it would be honest loyalty. "You will have that," Mr. Comey told his associates. He responded. Incredible. Phil Rucker, did I read correctly 30 sources in the last big byline piece in the Washington Post? 33 and a 0?
It was actually more than 30, but we sort of rounded it up there. Yep, that was yesterday's story.
There's your loyalty pledge right there. Phil Rucker, you've probably missed 2 or 3 stories just in the time you've spent with us in our conversation. Good luck to you. Great job over the past 24 to 48 hours / last